Hi, everyone. Welcome on in to the interview. Very professional. um, I'm OdinSpack, and I'm joined by, to my right here, Jombie, the executive director of Stream for a Cause. And we're going to conduct this little this little interview uh, to learn more about you because we're really excited to be working with you. It means a whole lot. Um, I don't know if you want to introduce yourself first at all before I get going here or with the questions.
Yeah, sure. My name is Rob Miller. I'm the executive director of Stream for a Cause and the founder of Stream for a Cause. And yeah, I just I just run the whole nonprofit. It's pretty cool.
So I think the first question I think is a fair one to ask. Just why stream for a cause? Why did you? What was your goal in doing stream for a cause? Because this has been going for a little over a year now, right? So
Yeah.
why?
Yeah, so I was working in bigger nonprofits. So I have a master's degree in nonprofit administration. I had worked in really big nonprofits and then really small nonprofits and kind of everything in between. And what I was noticing was that lots of the larger nonprofits, people would donate to them because they were like, wow, big nonprofit means they're successful, that and they're successful because they're responsible with their money. But that's just not always the case. And a lot of people don't really know how to do like all the extra stuff, like researching the nonprofits and making sure that the money that they're using is going to programming and not just to like salaries or toilet paper for break room number 6. Like we wanted to make sure that on Twitch we could be an outlet to create a place for responsible giving, but responsible giving that impacts grassroots organizations rather than just big already well-funded nonprofits. We really really believe that at grassroots level like a lot of really cool changes happen in communities. Yeah, the wall's really cool too, I'm not gonna lie. We started Stream for Cause because we wanted this wall.
Um, so because you work with so many other charities and helping them out on that level, what are some of the things that you look for when you approach a charity, or if they approach you? Like, what are the things you're looking for to help them out?
Yeah, so the charities that we work with are always community driven. So our community members may not know a charity by name that they want us to support, but they may know like a type of mission or something that's important to them. Like they may say like animal rights are really important to me. Can you help find something for that? And so when we get those voices that tell us, hey, like this is an important thing, we then start going through all of their this part's a little boring. We start going through all of their IRS paperwork and all of their tax filings and all of their annual reports, and we make sure that they already have a demonstrated history of responsible spending. So we want to make sure that the places that we're giving more money to are already being responsible with the money that they have. And if they do, like if their overhead and their paychecks are kind of like in line with what you would expect for an organization of their size, then we'll reach out to their leadership. We interview their leadership one on one. We help them come up with a good use of a larger gift that we can give them. And then, yeah, like we make sure that we provide them not only with the tools that they need to be successful with that programming, but also the money to back it up. So we don't want to be like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if you also did like this thing for mental health and then expect them to figure out how to pay for it? We talk to them about it, give them that idea. Maybe they already have that idea, work with them on developing it a little bit. And then we say, oh, and by the way, here's $3,000. So how about you just go change your whole community? Like, let's make a difference.
Right. That's awesome. Um, so with Stream for a Cause, a lot of other charities, streaming's like a compliment to what they do, whereas that's obvious. Like Stream for a Cause, like streaming is the focal point of it. So how do you get other people involved with it? Like, do you approach them? Do they just like are like, oh hey, this is something that I was interested in, and like how does that dynamic work?
Sure. So, word of mouth is huge. So a lot of times when we're doing a charity stream, like we're doing this event with you all right now, there'll be other streamers that are kind of lurking or listening or hearing what our messaging is or seeing that passion that people have for community giving. And so a lot of people will join just because their friend is in Stream for a Cause. So that's like a huge thing for us to recruit. We actually work with not even including all the people in the Stacked Game Marathon, but we work with 600 other streamers as well. Um, so we'll also like actively recruit them out. So like raids are huge. If I'm in somebody's stream and they raid to somebody else, I'm like, haha, I'm going to work with you next. Like let's see what they do, right? So a lot of it is just actively recruiting because we find somebody who is really community centered. Like they talk to their community like they're talking to their friends, and like that's the best place to go to work with people, like people who have an actual community, not just a big streamer. Because most of our streamers, probably 95% of our streamers have 15 or less viewers. And with that team of people with 15 or less viewers, 600 streamers have been able to raise over $100,000 this year alone, which is really cool.
That's incredible. I feel like that it might be a little like silly of me to ask, only because like that's obviously how we met you. Is I mean,
Yeah.
it's no secret that Bill the Fajita, who's running the tech right now, has
Yeah.
worked with you in the past, and there are some others actually in that community as well that do help, that are part of Stream for a Cause as well. But I just thought it would be helpful for people to know if they were interested in doing
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah,
something
we're the
like
ones
this.
responsible for shaving the fajita. Like Bill shaved his head and it's really all our fault. So we're
I
into that.
I don't know
It's
if,
a badge of honor.
I'm not sure if you realize this, but if we hit our goal, I mean, I've said this at the beginning, and I said this at the last marathon too. But if we hit the $20,000 goal, I'm shaving my head too. So
Are you really?
yeah, I'm doing it. So
Good. That'll be two SGM members down. There's like 35 to go before I convince all of you to shave your head for charity.
those keen-eyed viewers right now who might have been here this morning might have noticed that I also shaved my beard, so I'm already part of the way there. Now I just gotta get rid of the rest.
Don't forget the eyebrows when you're
Yeah.
heading up.
Well, I don't know about that. I don't know. We'll see. Like 50,000, just for the
50,000.
eyebrows.
That's good. 25,000 apiece for
Yeah,
each eyebrow.
yeah,
I
yeah,
like
yeah.
it.
That sounds about right. So we're obviously working with a bunch of different causes for this month. What are some of the ones that will be coming up in the future, either next month or just that you might have lined up that you're able to share?
Yeah, so actually the end of this month ends our first full fiscal year at Stream for a Cause. So really in our first year we've, like I said, we've raised over $100,000 working with community-based streamers. Next month we're planning on being able to give out even more money to even more places. Coming up in November and December, we're going to be working with mental health for veterans, mental health for our most vulnerable populations, LGBTQ plus individuals, as well as those who are recently, like, we're going to be working with a really cool organization that helps adults who are passing from like long-term illness to have a special moment with their family before they pass away. Like, it's like Make-A-Wish, but for adults. Um, from there, we're looking to do a lot of really cool stuff. We're going to be moving into women's rights. We're going to be moving into COVID relief. Um, we're going to be working with diabetes and diabetes research a little bit. Uh, Lots of cool stuff coming up. Like for sure, next year's going to be a lot of interesting stuff for Stream for a Cause.
Have you learned a lot, like this being the end of your first year? Like, is there anything that you're looking to do differently, that you're like, now that you have the knowledge of it, like, is there anything that's like, oh, why did we even do this before? Or is there
Yeah, yeah. So when we started Stream for a Cause, we were like, okay, so we'll just be in charge of picking all the causes, and we hope people will just believe in what Stream for a Cause does, right? Like we're giving money back, like cool. But it's actually been much more rewarding to really work with people individually and like let you all pick causes. One of the my favorite things to do is, and I think there's a command for it or something somewhere, but like um entering, like having people enter a nonprofit that's local to them, and then maybe we can help out in your own backyard, which is really cool because for a lot of nonprofits, we thought that we had to be able to give out like $10,000 for it to be impactful. But when we talk to some of these nonprofits, they're like, $500 would do a lot. Can you give us like 500 bucks? And we're like, yeah, is that all? I mean, are you good? Do you want more? But like, we're able to help so many other people because all these smaller nonprofits are really thinking about what they need, not what they want.
Right.
They need this money to do a training. They need this money to bring a new program to their community. And it's like 500, 1,000, $2,000. So we can help so many awesome places. Like this year alone, we've worked with over 30 different charities because people are asking for what they need and they just have to trust that that money's coming, and they do, and it's really, really cool.
Um,
Are
I,
we
I,
wearing the same glasses? Maybe?
I doubt. I highly doubt it. I've had these for years now. I need new ones. I did want to say there is a command. There is a if anyone in the chat right now, if you go !nonprofit, there is a form you can fill out to suggest one, and that's actually you can get a free entry into all of our prizes we're giving away. Just as a heads up for that. So that helps out too. So you get entered into some prizes, and you help shape the future of Stream for a Cause, and you get to help some people. And it's just as simple as that. So,
What's really cool about forms like that too is that anything that's submitted by viewers, that takes priority. So we move it right up to the top of the list. So if there's a submitted nonprofit that's local to somebody, it takes priority for us to get that one like looked at and interviewed much quicker than if it's something we find on our own. So definitely go fill out that form.
one of the things I did want to ask is, you guys have been established for a little over a year now, but you've gotten to work with some like really cool organizations. Like, what are some of the partners in that you're working with right now?
Yeah, so we get to work with Streamlabs themselves, which is really cool. Like the Streamlabs people, because we're actually the 11th highest earning charity on Streamlabs charity. So that's gotten us a lot of respect within the charity community, but then also the notoriety from like being able to go to Logitech and being like, hey, you guys own Streamlabs, can you help out with this? So we've gotten to work with Streamlabs, we've gotten to work with Corsair, we've worked with a lot of game developers, like Obsidian Entertainment. One of our newest partners is Artesian Builds, and they build all these cool custom computers. Like they're building one in a Triceratops skull right now.
That sounds pretty
Like
cool.
they built like the weirdest stuff, but like it's super super cool. And they're totally willing to turn people's builds into charity streams. So like that's really cool as well. They're going to be doing a lot of charity streams for us coming up in the future. And then also we work a lot with behavior. So the people that develop Dead by Daylight, it's a huge game in our community. A lot of people really love to play it. So
Yeah, I that's one thing I noticed, like in your community, like that's a huge thing. I have never touched the game, but like I know that is definitely really big in your community. So
I think for
maybe we'll have to try to figure that out next time.
I think for a $15,000, if you guys raise $15,000, I think that you should come have to play Dead by Daylight with us in a tournament.
In a tournament? I never played the game before.
Tournaments. I know that's gonna make it really fun for viewers.
All right, well, we'll see what. Yeah, all right, sure. Well, why not? You asked me on the spot. What am I gonna say? No. I'm gonna say no
I know,
now.
That's what we waited until now. I know, but I'll buy you the game like it's
okay.
a gift.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll be there. My computer could probably handle it.
Yeah, right.
Probably.
We'll see. Well, we'll find out mid-match anyway.
So one more thing about Stream for a Cause, and then I have a bonus question. But what does the future hold for Stream for a Cause? What's the future look like for the organization?
So we have a lot of really cool stuff coming up. One of the things that I'm most excited about, and that I actually haven't announced because I was saving it for this today, is that we are looking to be able to do a Stream for a Cause convention. So we're going to be trying to network and give opportunities for small streamers to be able to come together with small nonprofits and also small indie developers to bring everybody to the table at the same place, invite all of these streamers in to get game codes, to learn about developers, to get to talk to developers about games. And the focus is absolutely 100% going to be on community building. Yes, an SFA CCon. Yes, that's exactly what we're going for.
Like an in-person? Like people get together?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm sorry, like it's the year 2021, so I'm a little unfamiliar with
right, we don't even see people anymore.
That's a weird thing, but sounds super cool.
Yep, the tickets are going to be really cheap. We want them to be affordable because really the point of going is we've met so many cool indie developers and they're like, we don't know how to talk to streamers. And the streamers are like, well, we don't know how to talk to developers. And I'm like, I can talk to anybody. How about I bring you all together? And wouldn't it be cool for everybody to get into the same room together and talk about what it's like to build community? So that's one of our biggest things that we're aiming to do either in late 2022 or 2023 is have an in-person Stream for a Cause convention. Stream for a Con. We did like Stream for a Con as a name, but we were a little concerned that it might be like Stream for a Convict, and we were like,
Yeah.
I don't know. But then we're wordsmithing the name. But yeah, everybody here will obviously be invited. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna be hosting it in like a college town that has been completely rebuilt through donations. So like it's in a college town where the whole town kind of crashed and burned because they lost their major industry, and nonprofits and the community level stepped up and have rebuilt the entire area. So people are going to be walking in a place that's living and breathing on what it means to invest in communities.
That's really cool. That's really
it's
awesome.
going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun.
All right, I wasn't expecting that. That's really cool.
I'm surprised. I
feel,
didn't tell you.
I feel like this is just like, all right. Well, I'm gonna ask anyway. It's a game. It's a gaming event. You know, what's your favorite game? We want to know what your favorite game is. You know, we like when people, you know, that are involved in this stuff actually play video games. So
I do. So I play a lot of games. If I hate myself, I play League of Legends. If I really hate myself, I play World of Warcraft. But the number one game that I always keep going back to is all about like that Geno life. Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars is by far, hands down, my most favorite game of all time. It is super freaking cool, and they need to do a remake of it already so that I can play it on something that I don't have to find 80,000 chords to convert over to a new TV.
Well, I mean, like it's been out on what?
It's on that little.
It's
Switch
on the
thing
it's on the SNES Classic.
SNES Classic that plugs in.
I'm like, what is? I'm trying to think. Like, what's it on? Virtual console, maybe on Wii U. Do you have a Wii U?
Right. Well, I wanted to like. Here's the deal. I've never done like a speed run or anything like that, but I'm actually debating taking my Sunday night streams in December and trying to raise a little bit of money, and then also do a Geno cosplay. If I like. I don't know if you can do that. Like, can you paint yourself like wood? I don't know. We're gonna find out.
I'm not sure. You could just probably wear a mask. That's probably probably the easier route to go. It would be made of wood.
I was so ready for them to announce Geno during the Super Smash Brothers reveal, and when they said Sora, I was like, I'm angry, but like also I'm not angry because I love Kingdom Hearts. But why did we not get Geno?
Yeah,
like Bill alone has been petitioning for this for a long time.
He's definitely a highly requested character for sure. Something I should mention, because not to plug anything, guys, but coming up next, I'm streaming some Mario Randomizer, but there's actually a Super Mario RPG randomizer which is optimized for speedrunning. I think it can take pretty long, especially like on your first go through, but like it is built in a method for speed running, so like it might be something to look into. Just letting you know.
Yeah,
it's pretty fun.
Well, I have no skills, so.
But you like the game. That's all you need. That's at base level. That's all you need.
They do, but if they change the password on me in the sunken ship, I'm so screwed if it's not Pearl when I log in.
I don't think they change anything like that. I think it's more so like stats and stuff like that. I don't think they really. I don't think they mess with any like puzzles, because they don't want people to have to, because then they have to solve it again. They don't want to have to do that. So I don't. To be honest, I don't know too much about it, but.
Well, like little 10-year-old me solving the Pearl puzzle was like the hardest thing I had ever done. So need to not have that change up on me.
To be fair, there's a lot of obscure stuff in that game anyway, just like puzzle wise. But that was the time.
It's awesome.
Well, thanks, Jombie, for doing this interview with us. Really do appreciate it. Really, I'm really loving working with you guys, raising money for you. You know, it's a great cause, and we really also appreciate you doing some behind the scenes tech later. If you guys don't know, Jombie and Mintius, they will be running the overnight tech blocks, so from 12 a.m. to 7 a.m. tonight and then 8 a.m. the next night. Uh, so
Yeah, I
you'll
bought
get
a
to
lot of
hang it. You get
snacks.
you get to hang out with them for if you're chilling in the overnight block, or maybe if you're in a different time zone, it's like daytime for you or something. I don't know, but
Yeah, well, thank you for having me. I always like to talk about SFAC, and honestly, I've been looking forward to this weekend for a long time because there's so much hype and love that the SGM crew has that I think is super cool, and it's really unique because not a lot of people have the initiative to yeah, it'd be cool to do a speedrun marathon, but you guys actually did it. So you guys have developed this awesome thing that's all you. It's completely SGM, and it's got your own flair to it, and I just really enjoy all of the attitudes that are here, and I appreciate all of you for your donations as well this weekend, because I absolutely guarantee you that we're going to be able to put those to really good use, helping out a lot of really important people and communities across the world.
that really means a lot. I like I said, the beginning of this year, I I didn't even have this event in mind, and now like we're 2 events in, so like it's not even been a year yet. So we really do appreciate comments like that. It means a lot.
For sure. And first time of many, right? We're
Yeah,
gonna blow this out of the water.
yeah, for sure, for sure. All right, thanks, Jombie. We're gonna sign off here. So Bill, I hope you're back, because we're gonna hopefully swoosh on over. So whenever you're ready to do that, just send us away.